Alright, so 37 glorious games of Race for the Galaxy going on at once. Oh yeah. We'll just have an AI game in the background. I don't expect necessarily to get to it because I have a ton of games set up and ready to go. So let's begin, shall we? A bunch of them are new and a few are continuations of previous games. So this was a Clash of the Titans that we played yesterday, partially. I played some offline. So here we have a 3-color engine. Last round everybody X2'd here, interestingly, with 10 card hands, no discard goal available. So he X2'd for 4 instead of trading for 7. He X2'd for 4 instead of trading for 6 in the chip. And I X2'd for 6. So I net benefited from that round. Interesting, I guess everybody did it because of the goal. Huh. Fascinating. Bastards. Just can't gain anything on them. So somehow he had a chip. Same for him. How though? I guess he intentionally traded this earlier or something and leached. Let me check the log actually. I'm kind of curious how this happened. I didn't even notice it. Blindsided me. So we're pretty late into the game actually. So a whole lot of nothing's been going on. So Rob traded on round 1. There were some settles. Rob got 2 chips here. So Rob is actually the guy who was Alien Toy Shop. So he called settle and leached instead of trading his yellow kit. I guess because he was going to overflow. So he got 2 chips there. And then with Rain, it's not as difficult. I guess I produced at some point. Somebody produced, and he got a chip off of his Ursos Colony kit. But yeah, in any case, the status quo would benefit me. So I should probably just go ahead and produce. Problem here is that my settles are not great. I guess I have military to go for the military goal and stuff. G-Fed, bank, his stuff. Calling ship of the Trendsetters theoretically, but our stuff is good enough, I think. So we can go bank and then refill to 10 again. It's probably the best. They both have a dev enabler at this point. Going G-Fed here will put me to 6 cards. It's actually not bad. Let's go down to 3 and then draw back up to 6 with G-Fed. And I could reach this if ever they do dev this for free. Interesting. It might be worth it rather than just overflowing. Potentially in the future. It's not likely to happen though. I think G-Fed is probably good enough here. Yeah, let's do it. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Most likely we can do this without seeing their discards. One more though. Trendsetters isn't that good. So this is not great either by extension. So Sparta, bank, and something else. Reptilian Uplift Race perhaps. We need a yellow world. Goal wise we need dollar, don't have. Blue browns are good, don't have. They're not really likely to dev anymore. I'm into G-Fed, maybe once. I mean, one of them might play bankers here. Trade League would really suck, but it would not surprise me in the least. Yeah, should be good enough. So this is, I don't know why it's popping up for me since we're waiting for players. This game, I have a 10-point engine, but the problem was this guy had the diversified engines and he was a bit ahead. So I felt like I needed to trade to not just, cause I have no card draw and I had no hand, so I had a 10-point engine that could never compete for goals, whereas this guy had a 6-point engine but he would be drawing cards. So I felt like if I just produce X2 the rest of the game I would lose to this guy. So I traded instead. of cranking for 10. And then here I traded again. And he actually traded, which is interesting, he didn't produce. So he can leech the engine next round. I mean, he's pretty scary. And this guy meanwhile is going military. And progressing the game pretty quickly. I'm only at 5 points here, like, it's not looking great. So there's a dev, and then we trade. So what are we doing? What do we have? We have an extra consume power that's not great. This plus production world would increase our engine to 12. This is pretty much impossible. Logistics. He also has 3 production worlds and we have 2, so that's a huge problem. I guess logistics could threaten that. If we go logistics here, we trade up to 6. And then we can reach this. We need a green world. We need a 2 and a dollar power. Most devs were behind, so forget that. So public works or logistics. I guess for the long run we should probably do this, but so there's only 4 builds left. The thing is, he's likely to have to do all the building himself. So maybe play towards logistics. Hoping that he devs again before he settles. I don't know about that. Because it's not that likely. It's pretty likely he's going to settle next round. He will dev at some point. He's probably playing a 6 dev here actually. Which means he'll go down to 3. And there's no way he's deving next round. And we'll be producing. So he's either going to be settling or exploring. Which means I should probably play logistics now. And pay 3. I think that seems fine. So yeah, you play SETI. Trade that. Two alien cards. We'll see. Over here, this is 3 player against 2 unknown players. This round is an explorer, settle, and I produced with Spice World. So, oh, we're paying, I see. So I naked produced round 1, I guess it says. Right. So, he explored. If he traded, he would have, I guess, gotten a card, free card. And this guy, we'll see what he does. Oh, wait, what? Right, so I guess I did wait to see what they did. So these are their settles this round. I'm just on crack. Because this is home world, I got confused. Okay, so we pay 2 here, and then trade for 4 next round. We kept a bunch of military stuff just in case. So I'm keeping this plus 1 card. Probably Space Marines, get to 3 military. Maybe be able to play production world we wouldn't otherwise be able to. 6 dev goal. We're going down to 2, trading to 6. Maybe 7 on an explorer. The 6 dev goal is available. It doesn't seem good enough. I don't know. Who's going military, if anybody? Nobody really. So we could probably scoop this up pretty easily. So maybe we do keep NGO here. We won't be able to leech this next round anyway. I mean, we could theoretically, but we wouldn't want to. And then we'll be trading. We could explore +1 to leech this on the following round. That's probably good enough. Good enough. Trading to 6, exploring to 8, down to 1. So if we choose some perfect, like the 3-2 green, we would play this. Not sure if that's correct. Second thoughts. I don't know. I'm gonna go like that. And then we of course trade. Unfortunately, actually, this guy gets 3 cards off our trade. Wow. So do we trade? And if this guy settles, wow, this is insane. I might not even be able to trade Spice World here. Let's say he settles some random world. If I trade, I get 4 cards. He gets 1 ship, 3 cards, and he gets 3 cards. So I'm getting less than a card for my action net. Of course, sometimes he won't have a windfall, so there's the smallest of benefits to trading here. How absurd are their consume powers, jeez. There's also the possibility that there are new players and that they'll like trade here or something. But man, this is brutal. Not being able to necessarily trade a 4 value good. Like if those were 2 experts, you wouldn't be able to trade there most likely. Which is just absurd to think. So here we're playing against QZ, H-Dad, playing a lot of games against him. He seems pretty active. Here he's going military with the military goal and the explore goal, so I mean it's looking pretty terrible. I settle traded, and now I dev produced and he explore dev'd. This gets me a card back. This doesn't do much. This gets us a couple cards back in the future. If I pay this, I go down to 4, 5, 6. And what does next round look like? Like we have no military worlds we can even play. Oh, we have Calling Ship plus Imperium Blaster. That's pretty crazy, actually. I think that's what I had been planning here was... Well, I expected him to settle. So I was dev producing to have a 6.3 card engine. Unfortunately, he dev'd. I mean, I can play Calling Ship anyway, or I could save it for later. Problem is if he doesn't dev in the future. We have Rebel Pact, huh. And the Explore goal. Way too many options here. It's ridiculous. This is our only really good world. I could dev trade next round, so I could play this and then dev trade. That seems okay. It's an Imperium card. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and do that. So play this, paying 5. Have to keep this, have to keep this. And so we keep 4 cards. 1, 2. Probably not that. Research Labs has an explore power. Imperium matches. It's 3 points at the moment. I mean, we should probably hold on to it. This 2. So maybe chuck these 2. Pretty brutal. But I mean, we have tons of card draw. We don't really need this. And there's no all phase goal. And this is just not that great of a phase 1 power to get. Find it elsewhere. I mean, he's probably going to get it anyways. Don't want to fight for it too hard. I think that's close enough. Nice, he plays a really small one, so there's a chance he'll dev. But I probably still have to do it. Dev trade, I'm at 3, 6, 5, 4, 9. Hopefully he doesn't settle. But he might because he has this, so we'll do what we can, I guess. So over here we're against JDMRC. I think our first game against him finally. A viewer. So if you're here, I can hide my hand. Let's practice with that, so that'll be like that, I think. Still didn't set up the image properly. Oh, I guess I would need to move my clock up. Huh. It's kind of awkward. She's unlikely to be here anyways, so yeah, make a note of that. Minor problem. Right, so we're playing against him. I already chose my hand, I guess. I kept these settle traded, right, and he export produces and nails the naked produce. Obviously we never play this. Obviously we settle that and move on. Over here we're playing against Rob Renault, 1-on-1. So all my 2-player games are Rebel vs Imperium, Goals On, Takeovers On. All my 3-player games are Gathering Storm, Goals On, and all my 4-player games are Rebel vs Imperium, Goals On, Takeovers On. There's like 1 or 2 exceptions. So here we dev traded, played New Economy full price. It was a weird spot. Might actually never end up sacking this because we lose 2 points. And he plays Salon on the Leech, which doesn't seem great, but something. And then we trade back up to 10. And then we can cycle if we want. Surely we will want. So what's going on goal wise? So he has 1 blue brown, we have 1 blue brown. Explore powers, he has 1, we have 0. Oh, we don't need this, so that makes that easier. Wow, what an upgrade. Jeez. Can you imagine if we didn't have that power? We'd have 2 research labs instead of research labs GFED here. Insane. Insane. We discard 1 end of a round, apparently. Really, I still overflow. I paid full price for this thing, I still overflow. Might have done that wrong then. I probably miscounted the 1 here. Could have traded that 1. Been at 9 here. In any case, mistake was made, it's done. We need explore powers, blue-brown worlds. So explore. Lots of blue browns. Tempo we're not going to get. Alien theoretically we could get. And then multicolor we could also fight for. This probably never sees play, but it's green. I mean, this is just bad. Not good enough. I mean, we have this and this, we have this and this, we have some crazy dev stuff going on here. He only has 5 cards, so he would likely have to settle trade here. So we could dev these 2, leech the consume. Seems pretty strong. Of course, if he doesn't trade, it's problematic. But we have this R&D, and we can do this into this for free. Like, this is just ridiculous. Dev is super strong. All on the back of that GFED draw. So here we're playing against Rain 1-on-1. Very early game. I settle traded round 1. He settle traded round 1. And here we are in round 2. I double explored because I didn't really have a good hand. Right. This I'm remembering this game. So he dev settles. I double explored and really didn't draw into much. So what I have to do here is mining robots into this, which is sad, but it was my best option. And that allows me to play this for 1 later and this for free. That's all I can do to stay in the game, basically. So yeah, pretty awkward, but sometimes you don't draw that well. Renaissance is terrible here. I've paid 2, so 1 more. We need this, we need this, we need this. This is not far off. We need 1 more military. We have to keep our only dev, surely. 995432. So one of these two. Probably just keep the rebel 99 on the off chance we get there. Alien goal is the only real incentive for this. Close enough. And then settle. I mean, we're gonna be losing stronghold here anyway, I guess. Paying 2 for this. So always checking that, and I guess checking that. We have to keep our 2 worlds, and deficit spending is playable in a dev, and the dev goal is out there, so there's no multicolor, so green doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, that's that. So here, brand new game against mostly unknown players. Although this guy's playing in a tournament on BGG. They organized a mini tournament a while back, so he's probably not a new player, I guess. Let's put it that way. Born of Ashes, don't know him, and this was organized on my friends list, basically with people that put their friends' codes on a thread that was made available for that, and QZ, which I have in multiple games, as I said. So this is RVI, Goals on Takeovers On. We have 2 great homeworlds. We have a Windfall, we have military. Goal-wise, this is the blue-brown goal, which probably is not going to happen for us. We can play either of these because we can call dev, leech this. Problem is most 4-player games is going to be a trade on round 1, so it's not great. Well, we have this. That's a really good reduce leech for the whole game. Or pretty good. 6 dev goal, this is definitely going to be discarded. Presumably this as well. Maybe not though. There's no explore goal. 6 dev goal. So kind of interesting. Developer's just so good. But we're almost, like 75% of the time, if not more, we'll lose our goods. Unless we make a trade, hoping somebody devs, which is just crazy. So let's say we dev this or this. We'd be at 4 cards, leech this 3 cards, lose the good. Round after, we could settle to leech produce. And we have a 5 card for 1 action. Leech for the rest of the game. Trading. That's pretty good. And we have the dev draw every round. Or 2. Versus just playing Sparta. Straightforward, make a trade or whatever. Dev goal, 6 dev goal. Probably just play this. And then this takeovers are on, so like going half-assed military. We can go more than half-assed. And dev strat plus military is always strong. Never keeping that. Maybe we are. Because if we keep specialists, we don't need either of these. We keep the small one anyway, I guess. So we check these 2. If we go with this. This gives us +1 look for the whole game. That's useful. I think just like this. Good enough. Uplift goal. So over here, actually in that game, what's relevant is contact specialist is better, I guess, than normal because the multicolor goal is not there and the blue-brown is. And I don't think the alien goal was there either. So contact specialist is pretty good there. So another 4-player game. This one with Rob Renault in the mix and JDMRC. I don't know how good JDMRC actually is, but we'll see. And then Mick I played a bunch of games with. I'm not sure of the skill level either yet, but I think he's at least. Well, I think he might have been the guy that swung by last time. So he's pretty good, most likely. He clobbered us in one of the games, if it's him. And so, Blue-Brown Production Worlds means this is incredibly appealing. We have no producing good here to entice us to play this. No alien goal for this, not that it's that great anyway. It's a clunky opening. We'll be relying on our explorers. Alternately, we could play this. Explore, I don't know. How expensive is this really? It's 4 cards plus 5. It's way too expensive. Not viable. It's not viable unless we get Colony Ship. Okay card early game, I guess. Trade League's great, obviously. I guess we just take that and pray. So this just never sees play. Okay. So we have another 3-player game here, or a 3-player game of Gathering Storm, Rob, and QZH Dad. Brand new game. Wow, we get Lost Species plus Doomed World. With no military to go with Sparta. Dev Goal. Blue, brown. This combo, but it's expensive. All powers, we need $5. 6 dev goal, alien chips. So I'm tending towards just chucking these two here. Because this obviously goes with this, and then this we want to play, and these two combo a little bit. Whereas this is just expensive, unnecessary, and this is just really bad early, especially as civilian. So I'm pretty happy with that. Over here, JDMRC and Jambo. Jambo I don't know if I played against ever. We have a Windfall. We have a great Windfall here too, so we don't really need to go Sparta. Well, military goal is available though, in a 3-player game, so not a lot of competition for it. Wow, Genetic Slab to go with this. Jeez. Although we have this anyway. Public Works, that's spending Epsilon. Tending towards Empath World and Genetic Slab here. What does that do for phases? $2, missing 1. The dev goals out there. It just doesn't matter. Not that this really matters, but I'd rather keep this in case we draw a contact specialist than deficit depending there. And I guess that's the format where you're most likely to draw contact specialists. Actually, I never thought of that before in like 3,000 games. Because there's 3 contact specialists, I'm pretty sure. And the deck is at its smallest. That's interesting. So here, we're playing a 4-player game against 3 unknowns. So, we have a Great Windfall. We have Brown Worlds. This one especially. Logistics, robots. Alien Uplift Goal. And goods, military. Yeah, we must play that. This is all well and good, but it's not a lot of incentive. Dev goal, I mean, I guess we can keep logistics, maybe. Probably chuck this. We have multiple cheap, okay worlds. Yeah, this one's pretty good too. This one's pretty bad. Despite giving us military. But we should probably keep it in case we draw a colony ship. Seems more useful to keep than like this probably. This costs us 3 up front and then maybe later draw 3 back, maybe later 3 back. The military doesn't seem that good. This isn't that good either unless we draw some kind of useful consume powers. This actually might be better than both of these in military. Pay 3 up front and then you start drawing back pretty quick. Passively too. So ironically, the first thing I was going to discard is probably the most important keep aside from this. Logistics, I guess if people play really passive and we hit a naked trade, logistics actually could be useful, and if we get really lucky and draw into stuff. So maybe we could chuck these two. That looks pretty good to me. Another new game. Fafa Power, Ace of 86. I just played a game against him, and he almost won 2-player. So he seemed at least decent. This guy, I have no idea. So, trade emissaries with avian uplift race. Beautiful. Military goal. No military. We have NGO though. 6 dev goal. Ursos Colony consumer markets. Chips goal. Couple pretty shitty cards. This is not great either. All of the all phase goal is out there. Almost certainly playing this. And then checking this. And probably this. Although with the discard or the chip goal, it could be worth. Probably should keep this to be safe. Have to keep this. Obviously keep this. So one of these two. I want to say this. Both probably just don't see play anyway, but this one's a bit more likely. So facing this world and this world, both pretty scary homeworlds. So this is an interesting world in that you can just naked trade the whole game and not actually lose pace if you whiff every round. So there's really not a lot of incentive to do anything but naked trade in a spot like this. So what's going on here? 2-player game against Mick. Interesting. So he joined a game that I created, not custom, just quick play. So what do we have going on here? We have military goal, no windfall. We do have this. Uplift goal. Multicolor. So, dev goal, tempo, probably gonna have to play this. It's a color, and it's a way to get cards, and just go into military most likely. So we have 4 military towards this, which is nice. A couple cheap devs. I mean, we're gonna only keep 3 cards here though, so. Do we really care about this? Which one is it? It's a good one. I mean, if he devs here, we're just playing this and keeping this, so. We have rebel base though, so maybe explore trade then. This is just pretty weak. Oops. But the uplift goal's there. Just looking at this stuff. I mean, we have to keep these 3, so there's no way we can keep this. Okay, this is good to see. That means we don't necessarily lose 2 tempos here. Most likely don't. We could trade produce, but because of this hand, I don't want to. If he has like Mining Conglomerate here or something, dev trades, definitely want to leech. So. We have a 2-player game against Rob. Thought we just did one, but I'm probably just misremembering. So we have Industrial Robots, G-Fed, Dev Goal. Nothing comboing with this. We have Useful Windfall, this is pretty good, this is pretty bad. Blue-Brown Goal. So both these okay. Could settle round 1 theoretically. Probably wouldn't want to. Yeah, Go with that. Believe. Oh, the produce power seems to lose a lot of value in 2-player. Chucking that and that. Most likely. I thought that was my other home world. So what was my other home world then? Again, I can't remember. Military. Probably like canteen or something. Settle trade is an option. We could explore some sort of trade. Make trading seems bad against that homeworld. In fact, settle trading this thing is terrible. And even settle trading this is only like trading a blue if he doesn't trade. I mean, he's pretty likely to settle trade though. So we get one shot to trade and probably not give him a card. We could also explore Dev to nullify his... rather play it later for free. Not really sure the best play here. We could naked trade ourselves actually. We don't need to settle. He's very likely to settle. So we could export with some trade actually, that's kind of good. I like that a lot better. So I could keep all this. But again though, it's a naked trade, right? If he doesn't have a settled trade here, it's so brutal giving him a card. So maybe export with some dev. Quite a lot of downside to that. I think we do that. I mean, most of the time he settle trades here, but when he doesn't, I don't want to just lose the game by giving him an extra card round 1. He's way too strong of a player to just handicap myself by a card. I think this is probably fine. Against Boom, my real life buddy. So, 2-player RBI. Military goal. Explore goal, so this is super appealing. Other than that, I guess we could play this into this for free. It's kind of useless, but it's something. Alien goal, multicolor goal, goods goal, chips goal. And we can play either homeworld really. It's interesting deciding, so like, looking at the goals, what is he likely to play, right? Is he likely to play an engine or no? Based on the goals. There's a couple engine-y cards, but it's mainly military. So this is even worse than normal in 2-player. But I mean, this is really good. Dev settle round 1. And combine explore for the rest of the game is pretty nice. Epsilon could help us get the chip goal eventually, even as military. Dev with this. It's kind of interesting actually. Could even leech this. Is that any good? It's not bad, honestly. Green production world. I think we're gonna go like that. So we're gonna chuck this and this. Dev round 1. Cycle this card. Pay for this one with it. Draw 1, and then we have 3 cards. Leech a settle. We can even leech a settle. I like those openings where you can double build and leech the other double build. Pretty sick. Kind of like a favorite thing. It's my favorite, so yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so dev. No reason to deviate. So, over here against QZH dad. What is happening? We dev traded, paid our dev. Or what? This is the next round, I guess. The round after we dev produced. What did he even dev break? That little thing. And he explored dev again, so we could have settle traded here. I mean, I knew that was a possibility, but it's good that he's not settling, because his hand size is going to stay small while we refill and stuff. So, keeping one of these Rebel Worlds, pretty nice. Military goal, it'd be nice to not gimp it. Tempo, I mean, we're down to tempo, I don't know. Game's already half done. Goods gold, discard gold chips. I think I keep Rebel Fuel Cache here, most likely. We have it goes with this too, yeah, that seems fine. Now, actually, are we going to overflow here? So 3, 6, 7, 6, 5, 10. No, so we're good. I mean, we're never going for the military gold, to be fair. Now, in fact, we have to be careful. Playing this and then this, we will be vulnerable. I guess Rebel Pack could be useful. So, probably start with this. Paying 1. Over here, just some good trade. So, who is this and what's happening? JDMRC. We settled traded round 1, I guess. Yeah, and he naked produced a blue. Interesting. Seems a bit sketchy. So now he has 3 cards, we have 9. So I mean, this is the round where we need to double build if we can. Can't really double settle. Don't have great double devs either. But if he trade produces, Genetics Lab is great. So dev is not bad. There's no tempo goals though, so it actually doesn't punish him that much. Big military goals. Dev double explore maybe. Don't really want to be settling here, so I don't know, it's not great, but it's what we've got. So over here we're in a 4-player game against 3 unknown players. Goals takeovers. We are in round 1. So we've done our opening hand basically. Settle world, dev world, and consume world. So nobody really needed the military, or these two anyway, didn't need the military to play a world. So settle seems a bit likelier than normal, maybe. I mean, this guy's probably deving, right? This guy's probably settling. What do we even have though? We could produce. But I mean, this guy gets a card already. If this guy naked trades, he gets his good back. Not that I really expect the naked trade from an unknown player, but it's possible. Could easily be an expert. Oh, I see. So mainly the opening here is this into this, praying that this guy devs. So produce seems pretty good. There's a dev and a settle, and it's pretty likely. We get this combo. If there's just a settle, it's really ugly. But we could theoretically go all in for this. Probably not though. I mean, dev is pretty likely. Somebody's going to need to dev to play military dev. If not, this guy should be deving just to draw a card. And if nothing happens, we are produce trading for 3 cards, which is better than exploring. So yeah. Here we're against Mick. He dev trades round 1. Sure enough. And we discard that, surely. Dev that, surely. Discard this, probably. Forget calling ship, this is great. Research labs, no incentive to play it at all here. So that seems fine. Here, it's against Boom. He explore dev'd into us and we dev-dev'd, right? Wow, we draw research R&D, great. This doesn't matter. Definitely start with this. Because we could get something crazy here like GFed. We don't need to settle just yet. And we'll play Space Marine second most likely. So fresh new game here against our buddy Rain, our buddy Boom, and QZH Dad. What do we have? Colony ship plus nothing. Military goals out there, rebel goals, so we should try and fight for military. 6-ed goal. Genetics lab. All powers. What happens if we keep this? Call Devon as an explorer. So we go to 4, 5, 6, down to 2. We can leash this. It's not great. We need a 1 and a 5. No, we need only a 5 power for the all phase. And we'd be halfway to the military goal. Otherwise, I mean, nothing really fits. I mean, it's a great card in and of itself, because you draw one every consume now. Every phase 4. This is also not bad. This is not bad if we draw an uplift. Go with this and all that. Although, we'd have to export plus 1 to be able to keep all that stuff. Like this, plus this, plus this. Guess we could draw an uplift 2-2 later. I still have these. I'm leaning towards this here. And then this pretty terrible with either homeworld. Not even blue or production world goal. Imperium Lords is a good early game dev, especially in 4-player. Definitely keep this, definitely keep this. Probably want to keep this. It's a pretty clunky opening hand. Swing for the fences. I mean, Rain is in the mix, really good player. He's also pretty good. He might even be amazing at this point. I haven't played race with him for like 5 years or something. But he's been playing all the while. All the while. This is our phase 5 power. Is that a follow? Thank you for the follow. So, pretty sure I heard it. Apparently my setup is not set up properly. I'm just hallucinating. In any case, if you followed, thank you for the follow. Turn on the fan for a bit. So if it's annoying in the audio on the VOD, just fast forward a bit. A few minutes. So let me see actually how it looks in OBS. Yeah, I'll turn the mic down, I guess. 5, 6, 7, 8. Spots like this I still don't know how to play. It's like if I were a true master, I would know what to do. What would Viper do? So, I mean, we have +1 luck. That's a pretty good incentive to just explore here. Somebody gave us an explorer though. That's too bad. He trades this. That's interesting. So, toy shop, contact specialist, 6 dev. Not a whole lot of incentive for that. And it's one of these two. Cheap dev or NGO. I mean, yeah, pretty easy. I just want to click on a 4-player game here. That's weird. Maybe actually that means that one of these 4-player games is waiting on me, but looks like it isn't. Let's take a quick look. Because there's a bug where it doesn't show you that it's on you sometimes. In 4-player games I've noticed that. Whoa, don't forfeit. My heart attack. Here we go. So it feels like this might have been the game. Yeah. So I clicked on it and it brought me to a different game. I'm going to keep an eye on how that works. How that bugs out. So dev as expected, settle as expected, and trade as expected. And we get a good, or a windfall, but we'll lose it, but that's fine. Production, blue-brown. Multicolor goal is out there. So I just want to do this. Trade power if we draw a contact specialist. This is just a lot harder to play. Right, back to to this. So 4-player, not waiting on me. Another one that was hiding. So we have a new four-player game with 2 unknowns, and I've seen him on another game. Haven't played him yet much though, like a couple rounds, I think. Waiting for the players. This game seems bugged. So Lord Gek. Why would the opening hand be waiting on other players? I think I'm just going to report this one as a bug. 105.30. The game might be completely bugged and stuck permanently. So here's one that's waiting on me, despite not showing that. So round 1, right, with this weak ass hand. Somebody has a plus look, so exploring sucks. So that's really likely to happen. So it's all a worst case scenario. I guess we dev. Hope somebody explores. Okay, so that's all sorted out now. Back to this. So settle trade X2. Oh wow, he has logistics. I didn't actually notice that. So what's our play here? We can play this to get this. It's kind of meh. Can do that later. I don't expect to want to play this anyway. Do this into this. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't. I mean, this would increase our engine and it's blue brown. So tough decision now. If I do this though, I can't go with the military route, and I'm 5/6 of the way there. It's. I mean, we can do kind of some math, I guess. So playing this plus some other card is 2, 3, 4 card back. So 9-ish points for free-ish. And this one will get us 2, and then contribute towards that. Costs more, or costs the equivalent of all the cards. 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe, yeah, 11 points, crank twice. I mean, is there just one more crank here? He gets 2 chips, I get 6, it's 8, 11. Depending on what's played. It looks like there might just be one more crank. So it's about the same number of points theoretically. Tough spot here. I mean, yeah, we don't want to fight for the blue brown anyway. He's gonna get it if he wants it. Right. So we definitely play this. Alright. Next game. So now a bunch of 2-player games. Here he Explorers 5 traded after naked producing. Here we dev'd, right, to punish him. We draw these 2. Chuck that certainly. Start. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we start with. Playing these 2 presumably. Epsilon. I don't know. He didn't produce either. We could play this next round, dev settle or something. Dev naked trade. We'll see. Over here against Rain. So we have a good. Hand sizes are pretty close. He has built up a dev board now, which is awkward. What is he likely to do? Settle trade is something. Dev is something. Dev seems pretty likely. I mean, to play this on the settle, on a dev settle. Pretty sure he called dev settle. seems pretty likely that he'll dev here. Once, if not twice. Explore some trade. I mean, we should probably just give up on the dev goal. But I'd probably potentially still explore though. I have a better explore phase than he does. Could settle trade. I mean, I do have a better settle phase than him, as well as a better dev phase, or explore phase. Settle trade. If he settles, I can play both of these. I could settle. Settle, explore, trade is an option. Getting an extra plus look for my troubles. If he settle trades here, it's a bit awkward though, but it's not that bad. Really hard to say. I guess since I have less cards and I have a good, I should be trading here. So like settle trade. I would actually produce 4 goods here if you produce. That's crazy. He might actually produce. He draws 2 on produce. I think I'm gonna go ahead and settle trade here in case he produces. Dev. No mercy. Over here against Mick, we explore traded. Wow, that opening. So we drew into this, which is nice. We have some clunky military. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So theoretically, we could get this out with what we have even right now. Dev goal, we're tied. He has 7 cards. Produce trading, he gets 5. Produce trading, we get 4. Not a lot of incentive for these, other than, yeah, well, this one for this, maybe later. Dev goal. We have 1 dev. So if he devs here, we're just never getting this. I'm losing this too, it's a huge problem. Settle produce. Explore consumption trade, double explore. We can leech or settle pretty easily. Dev, not at all. Double explore is probably fine here, just to stay in the game. If ever he devs. What's happening here? So against Boom, we dev'd round 1, right? He plays Space Mercenaries. I always like seeing somebody play military when they have this. It's slightly redundant. So Space Marines. Let's save this for later, I guess. Or which one do we want to show him first? I mean, this is more like a C play, right? Paying this. Interesting. Interesting that we can't really naked dev with this. Unlike, that shows you the power of Galactic developers. You can just naked dev all the time, get cards. We could dev naked trade. Looks like we drew this, which is insane. We could settle trade. If he devs, we play this. I mean, we need a really good reason not to settle trade here, and I can't think of one. So we'll do that. Expose 5 trade. What's happening? We're on the second dev now. So now he's getting more to the dev than we are, but are we catching up at all? Oh man, we're down to 1 game. It's taken an hour and a half almost. 1 second here. Fast forward if you're watching the VOD, it'll be a minute. Okay. Wow. So lucky this game so far. Holy crap. These spore settles. So we only get to keep one of these. I guess we just keep the blue one. So we'd like one of each color. We're going military. There's not a lot of good blue ones. In fact, this is the best possible blue military world. No export powers here. Don't care about trade powers. No uplift. So yeah. So against JD, what's happening? We're choosing actions. We dev, he has 5 cards. Okay, so we pass on the second dev at least. No more deving. It's just ugly. Sure, we got a tempo up on him, but just don't have a whole lot going on here. Round 3. I mean, this is nice, and those goals are out there, so maybe we're just supposed to double explore. What else are we going to do? Settle trade this? That's actually not bad. If I do that, I go to 10, 11 actually, overflow. Huh. Hold on a second. If he devs, we could play this and make it free. I don't know if that's useful. Costs the exact same thing. We need 1, 2, 4 for the powers goal. Not happening. I mean, we do need to explore at some point. Is this that point? We're up on tempo. So I'd rather be the one pushing. Or sorry, we're up on hand size, so I'd rather build. I mean, he's not going for either of these goals. Settle trade is like an explorer, except it will have a full hand. And we might get this goal out of it. Not really sure, but I'm gonna try settle trading here. So we export produces. So pretty much perfect. We're gonna hit 11 cards, I think, and we'll have a green good. So if we draw a really good 6 dev, we can just dev trade next round and profit. So we have another green windfall. Do we care about this thing ever? Explore power. Definitely don't care about this thing ever. Explore power, and it's brown. I guess we could theoretically play it. So here we're against boom. This is a settle with explore settle. We settle traded, and we can cycle. And we certainly will. Get Terraforming Guild, which is great. Public Works, great. Probably dev next round. And a bunch of stuff we don't care about. So we need multicolored worlds, explore powers. So this thing's useless. I guess I had to consume power, but this is fine. Ermagerd. Looks like we finally did it. Kind of annoying to have to check the 4-player games. I don't know how often I'm going to do this, but I'll do it a bit, just out of curiosity more than anything. Since I checked earlier, I want to see if checking again 10 minutes later, there's another game that the problem started again or happened again. Basically, how frequently does this problem happen? So this same bugged up game hasn't changed. That's it. Brett Spiel against Boom. Okay, so here we settle traded, and yeah, okay, so military goals out there. We must play this one. Go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12. We actually overflow by an extra one. Might have miscounted. But yeah. Play that, pay 2. I guess we might go green if we just draw terribly. Keep. Guess we have to keep it. Cloaking tech, pretty useless. But I mean, if we don't draw any devs, I guess we just go like that. So maybe I shouldn't have settled. He produced here, so he doesn't have any. He doesn't have a board. If I don't call settle there. Produce on here. Discard 2. Wow, we don't draw any military stuff at all. So, like next round, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to double explore into his no hand. I don't like this one bit. All powers goal. He needs 1, 3. So he's not even far off from that. We need 1, 2, 4. Which we can definitely do. 2, 4, and 1. Dev next round. No. We'll see. So discard 2. I don't think I ever played 2 of these. I don't think I ever played this. Grey Wolf. So the Explore +5 trade didn't work. Saw 7 new cards, didn't get anything for the military. Didn't draw any 6 devs either. Don't really even want to dev into him, but is there a way to like settle, and get this goal? Explore power. We need 2. No, I mean we'll have to dev at some point to get that. These cards are so bad though, just for this. I mean this, yeah, like we need only 1 explore power. Ah, this is just not good. He's probably going to trade produce and then start X2 producing his 4-point engine, which isn't a whole lot of pressure, admittedly. Double explore. Dev trade replica robots, terrible. And this is why I hate military. You need to adapt to the best play, not just like stubbornly explore. This is the moment. He has only 4 cards in hand. Zero uplifts. I guess settles pretty good. Play this, it's a leech. Pretty damn weak, but at least it does something. Dev settle. I do settle these to 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6 for next round. Seeing 3 new cards. Dev. Settle. 3 tempo left. We'll have the all phase goal. We'll need still a yellow and a blue. I don't know how to play that spot. Credits, replicant robots. Seems better than just settling here. We'll just waste a good though. I guess we get another good back. I really don't know. Wow, he export +5. X2, not X2 produce or trade produce. Or... yeah, I thought he would trade produce or X2 produce, most likely trade produce. He export X2. It's probably a good thing, because we can draw into something good. Wow, like trade league. Holy. Well, that's... it's gonna completely change the course of this game. Now we're in good shape over there. So here against Rain, he dev'd, right? Went down to like 1 card there. So probably a dev, so he's naked double deving. Well, naked in the sense that he either didn't have a dev, second dev or a settle to leash. One or the other, so that's fine. We're passing on the second dev anyways. Space Marines. He's outdoing us in military all of a sudden. And then he didn't produce, so this loses value. Sure. Against Boom. What's happening? Choose actions. Whenever there's nothing selectable, it's a bit confusing. It's not super clear. Choose actions. So, I mean, it's clear, but nothing's highlighted, basically. Nothing is drawing the attention of the eyeballs. What's happening here? I settle trade. I have a full hand. He has half a hand. His board's not that great. We have this. I mean, right, we're div-deving here, basically. Public Works, Terraforming Guild. Profit massively. This game is pretty much in the bag. Spores settle. Over here, right. So they what? Credits into Trade League most likely. Let's see what's good. Still probably gonna overflow here. Jeez. Wonder if I had another play. Could go all in for this plus this. That seems terrible. This is fine. So pay 4, and then we'll draw a ton of cards. So I really want to keep this. Keep these 2 as a last resort. Keep these 2 obviously. Keep this, I guess, as well as a last resort if we really need that military. And this just doesn't have a whole lot of value. It's not bad. At what point do we just give up on this military crap? Such a bad world. Is pretty darn weak. So we'll just hope we don't need it. Okay, wow, he actually leached the settle. Must be nice. So we got lucky somewhere in there, either in drawing this out of 2 cards, or drawing this out of 2 or 3 cards or something. So now what? Now he's at 1, we're at 6, so we would like to double build if we can. Settle once for sure. Definitely don't want to dev into him. But I mean, you can't punish him much. If he double explores, you can leech double settle easily. What does he like to do here? If he produces, that's fine. We get 4 goods, he doesn't. I mean, again, he's incentivized to produce. He's most likely to explore produce, I feel like. He could settle trade. He got really lucky. Very unlikely. So, explore produce is possible, and the most likely build. Like, the most likely call, explore produce here. So, settle does what? Gets us out 3 production worlds, which is pretty good. Gets us the 4 goods goal, which is great. Won't get us this, which is fine. If ever he devs, we could play this, maybe? No. Hand size doesn't work. Let's see, explore devs. Super unlikely. But no, not that unlikely. Explore dev, we would play this into these two. Pretty beautiful. We don't really need to trade because he has no hand and no way to draw cards at the moment. So we can punish him again next round, potentially, and not need to trade. Settle seems fine. Over here against Boom. Right, with that game, it's insane. Definitely start with that. Definitely continue with that. Maybe sack this, maybe not. So I don't even need to really. Wilkins! Good evening. Welcome. How are you doing? Good. Pretty good. At like 98% of yesterday. So very good. I don't see a reason to check this yet. Let's say I do this. I'm not sure that's gonna be correct. I'm probably just gonna check this. Super tired, up till 5 this morning killing zombies. Right. And then she kept going till 10 or whatever. But yeah. Rough life, zombie killer. So we'll settle this here, and then probably settle trades. And just draw infinite. I mean, this doesn't seem great. Let's look at the goals. So, we need $1, which we're gonna get easily. We need as many ones as we can get. So this has value. Military. Goods, aliens. I should undo this so I can see what I have. Goods, aliens, all colors. So we need blue, brown, and a yellow. It's not really the yellow I want to play, but it might be all we get. I think we probably just go ahead and sack this here. We didn't trade, so it's doesn't have much value. But yeah, I dicked around a bit with Tabletop Universe or whatever. That name is so weird. Tabletop Simulator. It never comes naturally. Pay this in 2. You never need this. Never need this. I could even settle next round. Yeah, it's alright. It's at the beginning it was really confusing, like just finding how to add a game or whatever. It was just like there's a hell of a lot going on in that piece of software. There's so much you can do and everything. I just wanted to play like that one game. I want to find the game and try it. And so it took me a while to find my way around it, but I did eventually find it. So now I just need to test it next. But yeah, I did the tutorial and stuff, seeing how you can rotate shit and whatever. Looks like it does the job, unsurprisingly. It's also confusing, like for running a server and stuff like that. There's so many options. Like even for playing multiplayer, there's like 3 different ways you can do it. You can host, you can do this, you can do that. It's like there's so much shit. It's insane. Basically, they're giving infinite tools to do infinite shit. So jumping into it with nothing is holy fuck. They could probably use more like hand-holding, like default. Like maybe they could have an advanced UI and a normal UI, like some software has, like Adobe, or some software has anyway. So when you would get it, you had the simple UI, and then if you wanted, you could click advanced and have all that crazy shit that most people don't care about. So the simple UI would be just play games. How many tables did I flip? One, just one. Sounds like a pretty big game. No, the game that I was looking for was not big at all. It was just getting to that point of actually getting it showing up. Was what was difficult. So what is this now? Sounds like it's another one exactly. Yeah. So a bunch of unknown players. RVI, Rebel Goal, choosing action on round 2 or something. Right, this is where I don't remember this game at all. This seems old. So here I naked traded. Nobody settled. Right. This is where I have this thing, so I can just naked trade it around. Right. So yeah, we'll just keep doing that. Okay, so now we trade this thing for 7, discard 2. So you pass on both devs, which is great. And he X2, so he's not going to have any more of a hand next round. Kind of a weird play. What even am I doing next? So, did I draw a military first of all? Still none whatsoever. I'll have seen half the deck soon. Gained an uplift, I guess, so we have 2. We're still short 1 now. Powers, I still need a 1. And didn't gain any good ones. Game is definitely not helping us this one. You can go green engine. Surprise him with that. Settle produce. Or settle. No, that didn't work. Settle this. Doesn't really work either. It kind of works. We would produce. We'd have 3 green goods the following round. But I mean, we don't need to do much to beat him. Like, I'm chasing these goals. I just need to stay ahead of him. What is he likely to do? Settle produce maybe, so we could dev again. We only have 1 dev in hand. Are you kidding me? So keeping that replicant robots would have been useful, it turns out, if you draw 6 worlds or something. Huh. Okay, well. Too many options, too many cards. It's probably the time is now to just dump the military. Like this and this is just never happening. We need a yellow still though, theoretically. Let's try something else like that. This. New Finland. All these things could see play in some ways. I guess this is pretty darn unlikely. So. I wish I kept replicant robots. Dev here would be good enough. Although it won't change the tempo of the game. Settle. Basically, find a way to not lose. Settle this and this. Get 3 goods, and then settle X2. Fill up. Crank for 6. And then double build. It seems alright. I don't know. Good enough. So here against Rob. Right, so the second settle phase. What did he... Wait, what? Did he pass on his own settle? Looks like he might have misclicked or something. Maybe he made a naked play there, but that seems unlikely. He must have misclicked. He has tons of military. Huh. He emailed me saying that his internet is spotty right now, but Misclick would be really brutal. So, and that looks like what's happened. Can't imagine he didn't. To pass on settle there. So second settle. They're both a point. Actually, this is an extra point. Guaranteed minimum. So I have 3 cards, he has 5. I could explore dev, what happens then? 2 or 3, 4, 5, minus 3, down to 1. So I could just settle trade if he settle traded. One sec. But yeah, Wilkins, I set up like the maximum number of games you can play, so I have 37 games going right now. Yeehaw! Can't keep up actually to all the games. I'm falling behind again. I have 4 games waiting on me. Should probably do the big games. So unknown players mostly. Choosing action on round 1 so we can make a trade. So he's likely to dev, he's likely to produce, and unknown. So naked trade most likely. Nobody has an explore power. Naked trade will whiff a decent amount of the time, but in the long run it's got to be profitable. A bunch of 2-player games. Oh, apparently I have 2 2-player games against Rob. Whoops, messed that up. Bonkers. 37 games right now? Yeah. Well, not simultaneously. Basically, I go from game to game, decision to decision, right? But I filled up to the maximum number of games you're allowed to have waiting. They're all asynchronous games, so I have a week. You can be AFK for up to a week total. So it can take like up to a month for a game, like a 4-player game to go, if everybody took the maximum number of time. But yeah, so constantly have a decision on me, which was kind of the purpose today. So he explore produces, we settle, right. Wow. We actually draw military. Does that work then? I chucked the 7/7. It could still be useful though. For the military goal, get to 4. I mean, this is not useful. Settle, so we'll probably start with this one. See what we get. So some with people, I thought you were playing like 37 different times, right? Yeah, no, actually 36 of the games are against people, and 1 is against AI. You can only run 1 AI game at a time. I mean, I must play this first, surely. And go from there. So that means we're keeping 4 cards only. Oh, interesting, we get Dev X2 next round. Dev settle. Instead of X2ing. We're not actually going to be drawing a lot of cards. So if I play this into this, I'll have 5 cards for next round. Dev settle would be just enough. Or I wouldn't be able to settle anyway. But yeah, Dev X2 I would get tons of cards. I think we're fine with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more. I need at least 1 explore power. Something like that, if that makes sense. Yeah, good enough. Second settle. Either way is the same, but this is cheaper. Is he threatening any goals here? 1 and 3, nope. So, Dev X2, if he somehow settled, could not end the game. He has 0 cards in hand, let's be real here. So, score, I'm up by 8. He's going to crank for 8 if he wants. Basically, we can figure out his end score here. 16 points, 27. So, Dev X to him, we get more than that already. So yeah, I don't think we can lose here. It's not even close. Discard 2. Oh yeah. This is terrible, and export power. Sure. Here against Rob. Right, I was thinking of export +1% debbing. He pretty much has to trade here. Settle trade is pretty likely. We lose research labs that way, but it's not the end of the world. What about producing? How useful is that? Tempo. We need a green world. Yes, to explore powers now. Right, we're out of the woods. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can deviate from this. 3, 4, 5. -3 down to 1. Leech or settle. Could also pass on settle to keep this. It's also possible that he doesn't settle. Okay. This is a new game against Rob. Still lots of decisions on this. I guess if multiple 2-player game people are around, I'm not going to be able to keep up. So choose a consume power. Oh, careful. If I want to draw cards, I have to do that first. And surely I do. I mean, not necessarily. If I do this, I go to 5 cards. I mean, I don't lose either way. So I can either get 7 or 5. So I can get +5 cards, see a bunch, or get 2 points and a card. So +4 cards. No, +5 cards, or 2 points. So I guess 5 cards is better. Discard 1. No relevant worlds really. Dev these 2, surely good enough. No hand. We get goals and stuff. Or a goal. Against Rob, he indeed settled trades. Discard 1 and explore. Oh wow. So, I mean, we must play Trade League here. This is the problem. So we keep 1 card. Do we want to leech or settle? Which is effectively 2 points. Or save this or this for later. This is so good. Explore gold, we should probably not go out of our way for. So basically 2 points now or a really good dev. This is worth 2, 4, 6, 7. 7-point free dev. It's gotta be worthwhile. Compared to a settle here. Which doesn't do much. Oh nice, we squeaked out this goal, that's amazing. I think. No. He probably dead in here. And in fact, if he hadn't misclicked or whatever, he would have had the goal. So I don't know what happened. Okay. Consume power. 9 cards, so you can trade here. If we dev any settle trades, you would have to pass on something to turn out in the game. If we dev, I mean, that's pretty amazing. This is worth 5 on its own, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, what? I don't like how it scores. I feel like I have to check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, so it's counting only itself. So you have to count the other 6 of you haven't played, how it impacts. So each of them scores 2 off of it. 2, 2, 2. And gets me, no, it doesn't get me a phase goal. But it's an explore power. Now, if he settles, can I even reach a settle? I mean, I guess I probably can. And it's a 3-point settle. So dev, now draw 2. So that's free, down to 6, and then this minus. I have to be careful because I mean he can go nuts here. If he doesn't settle here, if he just like explore trades, features a 6 dev and something, and then next round again I'm deving, but I don't have a big hand. 6, 8, 8-point dev. I could dev produce. That would likely draw me 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 6. So I go to 9, 8, 7. Dev produce, then dev is a lot less risky. It's still scary. He gets 2 6 devs and a bunch of worlds, 2 worlds or something. Be nice to get this out. Don't think we could. We'd be at what, 7 I said? If we dev 6, 5, 4, 3. Or 5 if we don't play that. Still need a green war for that. Not really happening. Alien gold he's gonna get. Explorer he's gonna get. It's interesting though that we can put the pressure double deving and then he can't settle here. But if I dev produce, then if he settles here, he can have a big finish. Maybe I just dev and hope the next round's not too bad. So if I do dev, I go 2, 4, and let's say he doesn't settle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 cards for next round, so I can't dev 2 6 devs. Oh, I can play this. Play these 4 devs maybe? So this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4-point free dev, and I can discard 2. That seems pretty good. 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5. Can't dev those. So I could discard 1 card for a chip. And just ignoring settles, that's a ton of points. 1, 2, well, count it this way. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 on discard. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. And then 54, 55, 56, and this 56, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Like, how is he going to catch that? So he needs 45 or 46 points. So he's getting both of these. So 46 minus 8. So he needs 38 points. And 4 devs, 2 settles? I guess it's theoretically possible. I'm just going to go ahead and double dev. Explore trades. So on Explore we have combined. Let's just never cease play. Maybe not. Settle. Actually, it's not bad. Keep the 4 devs. Don't need both of these. The brown one's better. And the blue one's cheaper. Tremendously complicated. Okay, So what's going on here? Mick and Born of Ashes. Setting up pretty strong engine. But yet somebody else... Oh yeah, this game. This was pretty crazy. This guy went all in for this. Look at his board. I mean, for race players, it's insane board. Oh, look at me, missing my chance. That's a good thing. Being turn-based, you have a game stretch out since not everyone has the same availability. Exactly. It's really nice. But yeah, so he has every single card he has is brown, so they all go together. But as soon as he played this, he went down to 0 cards and didn't produce the round after. I couldn't believe it. He has an 8.3 card engine with this crazy board, and he didn't produce. But he did produce the following turn, which is now. And this guy has a pretty crazy leech. 3 goods, maybe a 4th here, with 4 consume powers. So. And meanwhile, for me, I have a military-ish board with G-Fed, a couple good 6 devs. Wow, this is a produce here now with Imperium Lord, so I mean, we must play this. And I mean, this is just crazy. Pay 3 for that. Keep steady, which of these we chuck? Colors, we need brown. Production worlds, we could hit 2. Mostly relevant. Our military is 4 base. I guess we're gonna, most likely we're not going to play either of these. This one could have better use. So I think I'll go with that. Looks like they both pass. And dev, great. Settle. So in a vacuum, this is 2 points, this is 3. So play that. Get an extra tiebreak too. Or no, same tiebreaks. And then we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Go up to 8, dev to 9, play this down to minus 4 is 5. Pretty strong. I might actually beat this board. Especially if he settles next round. Alright, next game. So we dev'd, he exports 2 to final round. Simply start with bankers. He's 1 and 3. Like Doomed World or something. What dev could even do that? I don't know if there's a single one, so we can play this first safely. No setting. Okay, 4. What's this? 4. Game over. Consume. Get a bunch of points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely won that one. Against Boom, we just played dev these. And reaching a settle. What's our best windfall or whatever? No, no. Oh wow, do this. So the ways away though. So there's this. Or a windfall. Probably just start with this and then settle. Maximum pressure. Diversify, that's a bit scary. I don't know, I'm pretty happy to play this. Okay, at least it's not a production world, but still. So, settle seems self-evident. We're actually going to overflow. So this. $50, 27. Nice. So we'll start another game immediately against them. I want to have a running game against most of my people on my friends list. So 2-player against him. 2 PE. Ready, set, go. Actually, before that, I want to see. We tested something. So with my full game list, a friend of mine created a game, and it didn't bug out, but I didn't see it. And it was still open on his end, but I don't see it here now, so I don't know. So I'll create this. Continue here. So I don't remember this game. So he explore settled with that, I explore dev'd with this. Lost in the nether, yep. Okay. Right, so I was trying to match his consume phase, basically. Get a really good world. That's fantastic. And this is not relevant, mostly. This could be useful. Happy to discard that. Now, dev. So if we dev this and settle this, we go down to one card, which is fine. We keep GFed, and then trade produce or export trade or something. No question that we play that. What is the one card we keep, basically? I guess we'll wait and see. Play expert against him. So we actually managed to complete all our games, or I mean, complete all our actions for the moment. So we can actually maybe play the AI game for the first time tonight. 2 hours in. So, playing 3-player hard AI. Oh, I should have probably done Gathering Storm, I guess. Anyways. That's fine. Mainly I'm playing 3-player Gathering Storm against humans so that I'm not confused about what format I'm playing, and in the AI game I can't be confused, it's only one game. So, RVI goes on, take over Zon, Production Worlds. This is not a terrible opening, I guess. There's an Explore and a Settle. Rebels, we have nothing, we have tons of Shading 6 stabs. This one's okay if we go with this, but we have no reason to go this, so we pretty much have to play this. And then chuck 3 6 stabs or something, 2 6 stabs. 1, 2. What is it? Move around. Would we leech this? There's a Settle, no Explore. Pay 3 cards, get them back eventually. I don't know. Not sure it's worth it. Probably not. SETI, not going military, we don't care about. No 6-dev goal either, it's not even close. There's something weird there though, let's see. Just visual. Alright, do that. Okay, well, Explore Settle is very unlikely. We could explore if we really want to get this out before I trade. I don't know if that's really worth it. Probably not. So tempting, but I think we just trade. So there's an Explorer, but there's a dev, unfortunately. ATI. Keep the green card, I guess. And check on the humans. Oh wait, what? That rain game appeared. So did it eat the other game? So where's our game with JDMRC? I suspect that it got eaten when I created it or something. Huh. Interesting. So there's the game that I asked him to test earlier, so we'll decline now and then just create with... what? So maybe you can go over the limit. Oh no. The reason why it was grayed out was because he's already in this game. Okay. So let's try that like that. Alright, so there's the game again. So yeah, I guess I should probably report that as a bug. Basically, if your games are maxed and a friend invites you on a slot, the next time you create gets eaten. If the game's master friend invites you, he sees it on his end. When you have a slot open, when the slot opens up, on your ends, the game is not visible. When you then create a new game, it gets eaten. And that initial game disappears. Okay, so against Rob here, where we dev and we explore trade. So the plan with these two. I don't expect the plan will change. What's his hand size going to be anyway? So he goes to 10 on Explorer. Let's say he plays bankers down to 3. Draw to 4, pass, trade to 10. And then if I dev in the next round, if he explore +1/+1, if he settles, what happens? You go to... You can't play 2 6 times with these. Okay. I mean, either way we start with this. See what he does. What is this music? This is... What is this again? This is Harding Rock. It's like folk metal, I guess. Neoclassical. Basically I have some neoclassical music and some folky kind of music. Like folk metal. Stuff that I put in my neoclassical category. If you don't like it, we can move on to the next band. I'm not sold on this one. This is a side project of, what's his name? Isan, I think. It's actually got a lot of names. Looks like for you guys too. Yeah, how's it going, Guilds? You're welcome to DJ it up as usual. For the next 45 minutes or so. Up to. So he plays Public Works. Might change things a bit. It's not great. So if he plays a 6 at night, it goes down to 1, trades to 6. I mean, it's a good sign basically for us that he plays this. I don't see a lot of ways that he can win with this when he plays that, really. So I think we'll just stick with that. Research labs, okay. So he gets the explore goal in a more convoluted way than expected, so that's good. I was expecting to get off some good settle, maybe. Or decent settle, or like SETI. So now we can discard chips, and we will, presumably. We'll go to 6. 6? That's a weird number that I was not expecting. Oh wait, I was saying I was going to discard 1. Going to 7? But this doesn't make sense either. Did I miscount everything? So if I dev, I need 8 cards, and that's what I have. So apparently I just pass. Play these two, double pass on settle if it happens, and presumably still win. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So also against Rob here, paying 2. Right, we want to see what he plays. He pass on dev, okay. Dev goal. All powers, we have a dev bonus. I don't care about this that much. Don't really care about that. I mean, it costs 1 less. Actually, it's better than this. So we pay 2 that way. And then, oh, we get to keep... I forgot about the dev draw. Nice. So we actually get to keep both of these. That's pretty cool. Maybe. New economy's great too. Oh, we could actually play this. There's no consume phase. There's no need. Interesting. So we could play this and keep everything. Kind of cool. I guess we should probably do that. Oh, that's a pretty terrible opening. The explore settled. Interesting. So I guess he has some kind of big brown hand or something. We could settle trade. We could explore trade. I don't really want to explore. We could trade produce. What happens if we trade produce? So he gets nothing. We draw 2, 4, 5, go to 8. And we could dev trade. If ever he settles here, we draw more cards. It's okay, we're fine with it. He might explore settle. No, there's no way he's going to trade. Trade produce seems fine. But he's probably going to settle trade is the problem. He might explore trade if he can't afford the settle and while keeping what he wants to keep. So I'm not too worried about settle. I think we're just going to go ahead and trade produce here. So against Rob here, he does settle, so here we go. Put your seatbelts on. Surely though, this is just our best plays and see what he can do. I guess I can play the better one first. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 6, 7, 8. So play this. Pay 3. If we did ever settle, what would we... We're not drawing any new cards. So 1, 2. Say we chuck this and play this. We could do Doomed World into this. So New Earth is a 3, 4, 5, 6 point settle. So there's no way that's worth it. Well, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we get 9 for this combination. Actually, it is more points then, isn't it? Versus 6, 7, 8. Interesting. So we get 8 for that, and this we get 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. And then this is 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually 2 more points. Hopefully I'm not missing something. I think we're good. Play this, pay 1, play that. And that should be good. No 6 dev. On the first step anyway. Certainly gonna have one on the second. He's gonna pay 1, draw 1 I guess, and then spend 7 cards for the second dev. Play 2 big worlds. So what is this? Against Mick, we double explored on round 2 or something? Yeah. I explore traded. I guess I didn't really get anything. I don't remember exactly why I double explored here. Dev naked trade, interesting. So this is a combo 9-9. Problem is we have no dev to play. And we could pass. So this is useless. These big yellows are pretty useless. So what 2 cards do we keep here? We have the makings of pretty crazy military, but we're short like 4 military. I don't like keeping these and then having nothing, and passing on dev. So I'll be at 9 cards. I guess worst case scenario I would get the discard goal next round. I mean, this is just not that useful. It's the thing is, yeah, that's why we double explored, right? To be able to keep up on the dev goal and the tempo goal. Maybe we should just go ahead and do that then. This match is fine with our brown worlds. This is just so far-fetched at the moment. I don't want to, yeah. Brutal to discard that. I could keep one of them, like the 6-4. But, yeah. I think this is fine. It's sad, but it's fine. But we start with this one, it's more immediately useful. And maybe just chuck the military immediately. have to keep this, have to keep this. Pretty much have to keep this. This too. What does that leave us? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, pretty much just chuck these two. Plus another. Pretty amazing that I'm discarding these after all that, but I mean I whiffed pretty much, right? Needed a small military dev. Or 2, I don't know. Seems fine though. So which of these two are we discarding here? Presumably this one, because it's pretty fucking trashy. Blaster Gem's amazing if we get colony ship. This one's just never exciting. So, the Explore settled, which was something that I thought he might do, and I feel like I was set up for that. Right, because I can play this and discard the Explore card. So that's pretty good. He did trade, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely happy about the result there. He gets 1 free card, but we're drawing 6 on trade here. Pretty good position. And we have a good left to trade again for 4. So it's effectively a brown since he has a +1 draw. Okay, so settle 1. No 6 dev. Huh. Brutal for him. But I don't know even if he did have a 6 dev that he could win there. So what happened this game? We played R&D early. Got an early tempo lead. Played this in a weird spot with a large hand for full price, then drew into G-Fed off the R&D, and that's all she wrote. I mean, this is a monster tableau. New Economy, G-Fed, Trade League, Prospecting Guild. Even this thing's 7 points, right? And this is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ridiculous. It's like 6 dev, 6 dev, 6 dev, 6 dev, 6 dev, 6 dev. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a discarded 0. Yes, it's a 4-point dev. Even this is a 4-point dev. Every dev is for minimum 4 points. And don't even have bankers. Pretty nice. Wish there was like a go to first page, go to last page button. Okay, AI game. We traded. Pass on dev. Pretty weak dev. Rebel goal. Terraforming guild's nice. Tempo. If we produce, what happens? He gets a card. We don't really want a dev. 3, 6, 8. Score gets us at 10. Diversified doesn't work that well yet. I mean, our military worlds aren't even that good anyway, so I'm not really worried about this, this, and this. So if we ignore that, this is not great either. This is okay. So we have Diversified, Terraforming Guild. Terraforming Guild would like to get this out and this out. So maybe we just produce. If a settle happens, no dev, we're happy. If a dev happens and a settle, it's fine. And if a dev no settle happens or a settle no dev happens, it's fine. Yeah, if a dev no settle happens, it's okay. We could still reach a settle in the following round and trade for lots and have this makings of a good engine. Just need a blue production world. And in all cases, we can keep Terraforming Guild anyway. And we gain 2 extra cards on this guy. This guy, he gets a draw and produce, and a draw and trade, so we're not really gaining on him. We're breaking even, but we gain 2 cards, 1 per round against this guy by produce trading. instead of exploring. So settles what happens here. So we're gonna play that. Paying 3, so 1, 2, 3 probably. Close enough. So now he has a crazy leech. So trading here gets me 6 cards and gets him 3 cards and a chip. So I gain like 2 cards and a bit for an action. But yeah, trade. We can leech, can't leech a settle, no dev, but hopefully there's a dev. So I guess we play this then, and go for the Terraforming Guild route. Produce happens. Pay 1. Interesting. So yeah, if he produces every round and I trade every round, I get 3 cards, and he gets 3 cards and a chip, and he gets 2 cards passively. So I just take this one, I guess. So weird. And not trade. Wow. Big 6s. I'll check on him as well. Nope, nothing. People going to sleep. 11:30 East Coast. So I was gonna dev this, but now what? If he produces and we don't trade, he just whiffs completely, which is great. If I dev, I go to 2. So I could play this and keep these 2, theoretically. Not sure if I like it though. If there's a settle, we could go Terraforming Guild into this, and then trade for 6 next round, and have a 6 trade leech the whole game. Pretty nice. Maybe we just ignore GFED and bankers here. Or there's an explorer, we could keep one of them. I mean, we don't really want to dev into this. We don't want to explore into that. 8 cards. Can't overflow unless I trade. That actually might be an incentive to trade here, although if this guy explores, he would also overflow. My hand is larger than theirs, so I should tend to build. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and dev. So dev. It's a bit awkward. So which 6 dev? If I play that, down to 2. This plus something, and if ever there's an explorer, I could keep. Hold on here. Play this, pay 5, go down to 2, explore to 4. 3, 2, 8. Might be worth it to play GFED here first. Or maybe keep bankers instead of guild, because we'd likely need to settle anyway, or make a trade. Never easy. If I play this down to 2, settle. Or 2, explore, they just settle. Feels like this is a bit too good of a combo to keep these 2. So if we do that, I don't know, but I think that's close enough. So I definitely don't naked trade. I mean, it's not a naked trade, to be fair, but he gains more out of it than me, so I can't really trade. It's like trading a blue good versus him, and it's like giving this guy a chip and a card. So it just doesn't make sense. This card really changes the game quite a lot. I feel like I was in a spot earlier too where I had Spice World and I couldn't. There was potential to not be able to trade Spice World because of this card. Might have been something, a different card though, but still. So yeah, so we're not trading, so I guess that means we're exploring. Could settle, but eh. Well, there's the settle and there's a dev. No military goal. This is irrelevant. Pass on dev. So, I could play this first. There's not a lot of benefit though. Play that. I guess discard that. It's a production world though. Maybe what I should do is wait, see what they play, and go from there. So it's 2 cards, not a production world, not a production. So yeah, we don't really need this ever. Trade for infinite. Oh, he X2, so that's good. So we didn't give him free leech. Interesting play though. This guy's settled. Well, we have a big hand, we have G-Fed, so. And Prospecting Guild, pretty nice. We'll get back to that. So, against Mick. Setting up a brown board. 7 cards in hand. Can we settle? We can. Do we want to? Problem here is if he devs. We could do 1 dev. We would really like to settle. What's he gonna do though? Produce. Naked trade produce? I think he already naked traded once. This player must be at least above average, given how he played. So he could trade produce here. And actually there's a discard goal. I mean, I kind of hope he does because I don't want to deal with dev. If he devs, it really sucks. And he probably should be deving if he can. I could explore +1/+1 settle. Our second settle's not that good. Only if he produces, which doesn't seem that likely. He could settle produce, doesn't seem that likely either. We know he has a windfall, so he could settle trade here. I feel like he make a trade again. He dev traded that round, so he must have a brown windfall. Yeah. If I were him, I would settle trade, but I don't know his style, so he might make a trade again. Maybe I should not be settling here. But I mean, he showed me that he naked traded, so he should expect that I won't want to settle here. The mind games of race, especially against an unknown player, mostly unknown players, like who knows what the best way to do this is. Settle, I would go to 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. So 5 cards. I could just produce. No, that's bad. That gives him a 5-card trade. basically, I should be letting him do the building. Even though he could get the discard goal, he can't actually hit the discard goal here. So, explore +1/+1, make it trade. I have no info. Explore +1/+1, produce. Doesn't make sense. So, double explore. It's kind of weird. But I guess it's not bad. That way I can nature double dev, double settle. Yeah. So he dev produces. I don't know we're getting good devs, at least we have one. Man, my deep explorers today have been atrocious. In all games, pretty much. Well, I mean, there's probably something here. But yeah, I mean, I dig for devs, don't get any devs. Earlier, digging for military, don't get military. I mean, I'm just not a fan of X4+5 anymore. It's been a while now. So, the only yellow we get is this thing. But we could swing for military. Dev this here. God, it's so bad. Because we're in the same position next round again. No devs. And like, what are we gonna do? Fight him for brown? So this is terrible. ELC. He's probably gonna play something like GFED here. Merchant Guild. I don't know what he's gonna play. He was at 7 cards. So, deving a 6 is a bit sketch. Maybe Money Conglomerate. Probably not keeping that. Probably not keeping that. Plenty of worlds. I mean, this has consume powers, so it's pretty useful. Because we only have 2 browns now. It's not that good. I don't know, something like that's probably fine. Close enough. So against AIs, choosing action, hands 5, 4, 8. Dev, I guess. Next time there's a trade, we get this out. Dev, we're at 8, minus 4 is 4, 5, minus 4 is 1. Can't we just settle? Could play this. Yeah, that's fine. So dev settle produce. We're probably playing this, I think. Either way we get a card back. So we start with that. And then settle this, maybe? What's relevant here? Production worlds. So maybe just play this then. We'll be at 5 cards. Which will be enough to reach a dev and trade. I guess. Pay 2. Wow, this guy's tempo is crazy. We're behind too, like this is not good at all. What is happening in this game? How is this guy doing so well? I guess it's a low scoring game, he just has really high tempo. He has 1 goal. 1 Rebel World. Like we're not even gonna get the production world goal because of this. This is crazy. Settle produce. Settle trade produce. So what are we gonna get out of trade? We're gonna get 5 cards. And this guy's gonna get on the leech 4 cards and a chip, or 3 cards, 2 chips. So he's basically benefiting more, a little bit more, and this guy is getting 2 cards, 3 cards and a chip. Currently. So yeah, I mean trade here barely gets us anything. Okay, so settle happened. Play this trade for more. It's just cycling cards though. This one. Can we overflow here? So if I play this, 5, 4, 5, 9, 10. Looks like. So close. Rebel goal, not gonna happen. Play this. This is more points later. This would go to 5, 4, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. What? How do I gain? Did I math this wrong? So 5, 4, 5, 9, 10. 10 for this one for sure. This one, 5, 4, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why is this? It costs us 2 and we draw 2. This one costs 1. Basically, this one actually breaks even for its payment. And then we draw 1. This one doesn't break even for its payment itself. So you lose a card here. That's interesting. So we get an extra 3 points this way. Definitely do that. 2 points, I guess, because of this. But okay, so pay 1. And I mean, the game's going to end next round. And this is going to be worth more, presumably. This is 4 at the moment. 5, 6. This one's 6, 7, 8. Never play that anyways. So confirm. Trade that. Discard 1. Tons of worlds. There's a trade league we needed earlier. So what are the scores? So we're down by 5. Everybody's got big hands. But yeah, we dev obviously. Dev and pray. Trade league's 5 points. Explore dev x2. Huh. Oh, that's actually awkward. So he gets an extra 4 points that we're 3 points that we're not getting. It's possible this guy doesn't end it here because he would lose, but it's pretty likely he's gonna build, hoping that he can win. But do we ever win if we play this? Probably not. So let's see here. 20. He's got 26 plus a dev. I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 27, including my dev. So this is basically a guaranteed loss. So, well, it's possible he passes, but yeah, so to win, he has to pass, and therefore we play this, maybe? Draw a ton of cards? No, we don't need to. We'll probably still play this. There's basically no way we win here. This is 5, 6, 7. Would be 9. It's not much better. I'm not sure, but we'll go with that. And pay 3. Pray he passes. Wow, he actually passed. Wow. Can we win? We'll see. So hopefully it'll suck if I could have won there by taking my time, but I'm playing Trade League first or something. Huh. Wait, so if the game had ended, we would have won? How? Very confused right now. So I'm at 27 as I calculated for me, but I miscalculated his, I guess. Maybe he took a card? Let's see what he did. Log. AI, I don't even know which one it is. This one. He got 2 chips and a card. So presumably he had a good on these. And this. And he chose to take 2 chips and a card. This might be a bug in AI logic, or I'm just not seeing something. So it looks like he consumed... No. So he only had 2 goods, I guess. And instead of going 2 into this and 1 into this, because the game doesn't end, he put 1 in here and 1 in here. Doesn't make any sense. Because he gets now 2 if he X2s again. For a total of 4 and a card, which is strictly less than just putting his goods into there and there. Which is 4 and 3 cards. I wonder if they're not trained with this or something. The neural nets. Because that play really doesn't make any sense, that I can tell. Okay, so presumably we're deving. And we definitely win now. Pull this one out of nowhere. No settle. Discard 1. And play our biggest dev. So this one's 7 for itself. 8, 9. This one is 5 for itself. 6, 7. 8, 9 discard. It's so hard to count these the way they write the score. Like 2. Like I played 3,000 games counting it a certain way, and they do it differently here. So it's like a mind fuck. So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 9-point play. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9-point play, but it costs 2 more cards. And this gets way better tiebreaks. And before takeover, no, there's no settle phase. Alright, pay 3 for that. Game's still not over, so... Well, it could theoretically not be over, which is a consideration. Hold on a second. So, maybe that means this is a better play, because it could be consumed again next round, in which case we get 2 more points by playing this first, and an extra... Well, the extra card's irrelevant, but... They're both the same number of points, yeah, we'll just go this way. Chuck that, chuck that. And 1 more. He does pass again, so... So it's probably gonna be 2 more rounds now. That's crazy. So weird. Actually, yeah, trade league would have been better. I'd have a full hand. This way, what, I'm discarding 2 down to 3 here? It doesn't even make sense. Draw to 4. Down to 0. I gotta be careful, like... Am I throwing this game? I could discard 1 if I want to be able to leech this on the settle. It does look like he wants to settle here. Try it that way. He devs, no settle. Passes again, so there's yet another round. It's so crazy. I mean, AI it's smart. It knows it's guaranteed to lose, so why would it end the game, right? But it's making for a really weird game. And I mean, I could have seen this coming. I've been in this kind of situation before, so I just wasn't sure if it would... That first round where it was only 2 points behind, I thought it would not pass. Otherwise I would have played differently. I was wrong, and that completely changed the game. So pay 3 and there's another round. Going down to 2. There's no consume either, so I don't fill up. But I must be far enough ahead now. I mean, this guy's out of contention and this guy has no cards in hand. So, yeah. Unless, like, this guy devs, he explores, I settle, and he gets a takeover dev, takes this. I mean, there's no way he would win. Okay, so I can't lose now. Pay 3, keep the best settle I can play. I'll get 2, 3 on an explorer. This is 4 points, this is 3. 3. Can never play that. Alright, settle and end it. Produce, produce. He does end it here, that's weird. You'd think he would pass. Maybe it knows that I won't pass because I'm in the lead, so therefore it maximizes its score. That's crazy shit. Oops. Alright, so no humans available. Apparently this is around the time where people, unsurprisingly, call it. Okay. I mean, that's basically why I have my schedule the way I have it. The time that it is. Around 9 p.m. half of the country, or half of the hemisphere, half of the continent goes to sleep. So, AIs, Rebel nothing, Explorers this, all powers, 2, 4, $5. Wow, so these two together gets us the all power goal. This match is okay. No way to play this. This is pretty trashy. This is mediocre but playable. I mean, this is one more cost for one more draw. Problem is the consume power, but I guess either way we'll have the consume power interfering. What was the other home world again? Or we can just go Ancient Race with Genetics Lab. That seems preferable. So, and this combo is okay with that too. Probably just chuck these 3 and go from there. It's a hell of a lot better. Only because of the explore goal that I was keeping the other homeworld by default, but yeah, no, there's no way. So do that, trade. If there's a dev and a produce, we're laughing. Yeah. So instead there's a settle and a naked trade, which is bad, 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 bad. We probably want a dev here. If there's a produce, which will likely happen, we'll play Genetics Lab. If there's a settle, we'll worry about it. But yeah, dev all day, so they both produce. Play GL and A1. So, sport goal. This is a bit of a stretch. Good, fine, okay. Green stuff. We need 1, 2, 3 dollar. We have 4. So this and this gets us the goal. Yeah, sure. Trade. Discard goals out there. So if there's an explorer here, very unlikely, but if there is, we would overflow. Can each endeavor settle? Fine. Everybody trades. Okay, so next. Check humans. Interesting that all of a sudden it just dried up. Should probably check the 4-player games for bugs. Huh, so here's one. So looks like it's round 1 here. Somebody explored, I naked traded and whiffed. Great. Good opening. Produce happens here. Dev here. Explore. So he explored, this guy dev'd into that. We keep what? We don't need this, surely. And go from there. Another one. So this looks like round 1 straight up. Right, this game. Took forever for somebody to act. Okay, so dev, pretty straightforward. Yep. Now we wait. So that that bug seems to happen quite a lot. So there's a bug where you don't get notification for 4-player games, it seems like. Sometimes. It happens quite a lot. So you have to like manually check them. It says waiting, but actually action is on you. So hand size is relatively large. Likely to trade. Maybe produce. I don't have a lot of interesting cards. Chip goal, colors, no colors. We have one color. The color we have. Discard goal, all powers, right. So maybe that's what we just force. That gets us some way towards yellow. And it's got an explore power too, so that's pretty nice. It's not that exciting. Could explore +5. If he trades and this guy produces or whatever, then we actually get this goal by ourselves. So maybe we just explore +5 here. I really like this song. Thou shalt suffer. Forgot about this band, I don't know. The band name reminds me of like just other metal genres that I listen to, not neoclassical. So yeah, +5 seems okay because we just don't have much direction. We just have one dev we're okay playing, a settle we're okay playing. Just a bunch of trash. And the extra incentive of if they do nothing, we get the discard goals seems pretty nice here. 3 points to improve our hand. Yes, please. So he settles. He X2s. So, presumably we found something useful here. So, 2 nice 6 devs. Terraforming world doesn't really make sense. And we do have a settleable card. And this has an explore power, pretty nice. So we're never keeping a lot of these. Terraforming Guild. And PGR pretty much straight up. Must be better. Kind of. I mean, now we must dev. Get this out ASAP. Don't have any good settles, but let's produce immediately so we don't even play Public Works. Settle now, Jesus. Down to 3, so we can't even niche a settle. How bad do we want to leech a settle here? Public Works would allow it. Probably don't care that much. It's actually, this doesn't even gain us anything. It's 4 cards for 2 chips, for 2 points. We could just play the big card and close our eyes. So, I mean, why am I holding on to this? It's got explore power. export powers. Rebels, none. All phases, not even close. This guy only needs phase 1. We need phase 4. Discard color chips. Produced here. So you can X2 and get the chip gold. He doesn't even need to X2. Just trade even. Okay, so pay 5. Maybe just in case we don't draw an export power. This isn't that important. I mean, this is pretty terrible. Something like that. Okay, trade. We can leech a dev. Can't leech a settle. Which really sucks, but trade is so good here. Of course he settles. Sucks. Wow, did he get... Okay, I thought he got the all-power goal. That would have really sucked. I guess it wasn't that likely. He had no hand or whatever. This guy was the guy who was going to be building, and he has no powers. So there wasn't a risk there. What did we draw? Not that much. We should be trading here most likely. Same here. Dev robots, I guess? Sure. No explore powers. This thing's pretty weak. Rebel world. Probably never play that. Okay, so we're behind. A couple games available. Right, this was amazing if I remember right, although he has a scary board. But if he coordinates... Looks like he's likely to X2, so they're both going to X2 here. So, and they get 1 crank. So basically I build. I mean, certainly don't settle, so dev, or dev settle are options. And I draw 1, which is nice. I have reductions. I mean, there's not a whole lot of reason to do anything but just dev here. So dev X2, wow, this guy traded. That's interesting. Maybe correctly deduced that X2ing is not going to win the game, giving himself a chance to win, whereas this guy just X2'd. I mean, he draws a bunch on X2 if he wants. I mean, he certainly will. Because you could either get 6 cards in a chip, or 6 chips in a card, or 6 chips, 4 cards. It's just strictly better. So we play this. Perfect. Paying 2 more. Oh wow. That could get us the goal, it's worth more points, and we could leech a rebel homeworld. Would we dev or settle? Settle's worth 3 points. I mean, we would dev, I guess. And these are humans. I'm in an AI frame of mind because I just played a bunch of AI turns, but we'll have to see what they're likely to do next round. I guess they would expect me to dev and therefore they might settle. We're here against Mick. Now we know a bit more about Mick. So he X2'd there in a spot where it's probably a guaranteed loss. So either maybe playing quickly or maybe not super elite. So right, we double explored, he dev produced. Play this, pay 1, and go from there. We can settle safely next round without getting him a naked trade. This one seems the furthest, I don't know. It's a bigger hand than us, but the discard goal's out there, which is annoying. So are we double exploring again? This is so bad. Don't like positions like this. You can like dev trade. We're just stuck playing garbage mini devs trying to keep up. Dev settle. We would reduce, get 2 cranks. Don't like how this is going, don't expect to win. How can I win? I mean, settle's pretty good. Should probably just give up on this tempo goal and dev goal. It's killing me. It's not going to be producing though, is the problem. We could settle, produce. We would have 4 goods. 3 consume. I'm pretty sure I butchered this game somewhere. I mean, I got unlucky on the Explorer to be fair, but... And he had a great opening. But I can't help but think that I could have played some spot better, like a double explorer. I don't know. In any case, what is the best play right now? God damn. Might just be double explore again then. If he trade produces, he'll go to 8, 13. Sure enough, he dev trades. Dendrove. This is terrible at the moment. He's going to 8 here, down to 2, 3, 8. God, man, this is not good. This is the problem with being at the mercy of opponent build phases. I'd rather be the guy calling the builds. It's the fucking goals that killed me this game. If I just ignored these, I might have had a better chance to win. I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight, but given what I drew, I guess. But so I guess this makes no sense to keep ever. Probably this either. So military doesn't make much sense either. But like, I guess it means we're passing on dev here, like, fuck off. This is just hopeless at this point, I think. So just start spamming settles. Pray somehow that works. I just don't see it. What am I do? Like double export again when I still need pieces? Like pass on dev? No, play this. Keep this. Double explore again. Hope he calls the right build phases for me to be able to get to this eventually. Like, all for what? I mean, swinging these goals it's huge. It's a 16-point swing. Or like keeping up versus losing them is an 8-point swing. I mean, I'm still 3 military from this thing. If I play this. It's probably pretty close once again because it's taking me forever to decide. I don't know. Okay, so what's happening here? Against Boom, he explored, traded, resettle, settle. He didn't produce. Interesting. He explored, so we discard 1 out of all of these. First settle phase. So windfalls, explore powers, military, colors, green, blue, brown, yellow, chips, and we're gonna go to 10. If we play 2 of these, we overflow significantly, so we probably want to start with this. 10 down to 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Might still start with this, so it is the best blue world in the deck. So I think that makes sense. What's this? Right. So we dev'd and there's no settle. Wait, what? No, this is the previous round. So we're probably deving here. Wow, they have big hands. So yeah, they're gonna expect dev to happen and somebody might settle. I'm up by 14. So I haven't won or anything, but I mean I get 7 and then, or sorry, 8 and then 8. 8 and then 9, so 17. 53, so he needs 31 points out of Devin and Subway. There's just no way that's going to happen. I want to go on forever here. So this is where we settle. Plays a dinky 1 dev, so it looks like he got the discard goal. How many did he have? He started with 7, I think. 8 on Explore, 13. 12, 11, 12. So you actually overflowed by 2. And so yeah, just settle. He also settles. Interesting. A bit surprising. I guess he's prepared for devs and he has a dev goal now, so he doesn't care about devs. And he has the tempo goal. Like, this is just whatever. Just start spamming out production words. I just don't see us winning. Okay, second settle. Which one is it? think. Paying 1. 2. Question mark. Settle again. But yeah, this could go on forever. So I think this is where I'm gonna call it. Maybe finish the AI game, or maybe not even. I guess I should probably finish the AI game. What's happening here? Choosing action. I want to settle, I guess. Maybe. I think I'm just gonna call it here. Getting tired, and playing AIs are really tough, so it's like I want to just throw the game. Let's see what we got for hosting. People are actually playing board games tonight. A little bit. Mysterium is a pretty cool game. Zombicide. Matt's playing, I see. So probably no host, I guess. Let the other host come on. Somebody I don't know in there. So maybe a board game host then. Well, they're probably gone by now. This guy wearing his crazy mask. Oh, it's the vodcaster. He's playing poker. But yeah, I think since there's likely nobody there right now, other than my buddy old pal. I don't want to like host somebody and make them think they're getting a host or whatever when there's not really likely to be somebody there really watching the fake host. So I'll just let the auto host come on tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow night to play more race. Having a lot of fun with it. So good. So much fun. But yeah, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.